Alexandra Villarroel Abrego and you're watching another episode of A.V.A. Wednesday. Today's episode is going to be more of a lighthearted video, really. It's nothing really serious. It's going to be, still going to be about love and relationships, but it's going to be, as I said, more of a fun video. So I'm going to start off by reading the question to you guys. So here I go. It says, "Hi Alexandra, I am a young 24-year-old woman looking for love, but I have a little dilemma. When I am interested in a man, I always wait for him to make the first move. My friends tell me that I am too much of a prude and that nowadays girls should also make the first move. Even my guy friends said the same thing to me. I just don't feel comfortable being the one who chases the men. I must admit that I actually like to play hard to get and to get courted, and I'd hate to give that up. In your opinion, what's the best thing to do? Play hard to get or make the first move? Sincerely, Fatima Estus." Well, thank you very much for your question, Fatima. I think it's a very interesting question, even though, as I said, it's not really, you know, a very heartfelt question. You know, it's more of a lighthearted, as I said, question. It's a fun question to answer, and I'm sure that a lot of girls are also wondering that. To start off, what I want to say is that as you say here, your friends, your guy friends also say that they like a girl who makes the first move. Now, I know that a lot of men say that, and I'm going to explain to you why a lot of men prefer that the girl makes the first move and not them to make the first move. See, there's two kinds of guys out there. The kind of guys who are going to like a girl who plays hard to get, and the kind of guys who are not going to like a girl who plays hard to get. The kind of guys who are not going to like a girl who plays hard to get are usually the guys who are a little more shy, maybe are not fully confident, maybe didn't have a lot of girls in the past in their relationships. You know, they're not the kind of guys that when they walk into a room, everyone turns around to see like, oh my God, he's here. You know, all the girls look at each other. That's not the kind of guy. Now, I'm not saying that that kind of guy is not interesting and he's not good looking. Absolutely not. He's probably very interesting, and there's probably girls who are interested in him, but not all the girls in the world. You know what I mean? So that kind of guy who is not used to having girls, of course he's gonna prefer a girl who comes up to him and starts engaging in a conversation, because you have to understand that for a lot of men it is very, very difficult to go from one side of the room to the other side, all of that just to try to talk to you, because they don't even know what your reaction is gonna be. Maybe you're gonna have an attitude, maybe you are simply going to be rude, maybe you're not going to want to talk to him. So it takes a lot of courage for men to just go from one side to the other side just to start talking to a girl. And there's guys who just don't like to do that simply because they don't want to take the risk, basically, of you saying no. So when it comes to that kind of guy, you can always make the first move just to let them know, look, I am interested, so you can start, you know, courting me and everything. Because for sure, you know, if you make the first move, it doesn't mean that all of the time it's you who's going to be calling him and he's going to be playing hard to get. Absolutely not. It just means that at least you let him know, and then his chasing, let's say, instincts will wake up, and he's gonna start courting you. He's gonna start wooing you and all of that. Now, if you are more interested in the kind of guy who can get all the girls, he can get any girl that he wants, anytime, all the time. He's the kind of guy that when he walks into a room, everyone turns around and is like, who is this guy? So if you're more interested in that kind of guy who is more of a womanizer, well then it's not that you should play hard to get, it's that you have to play hard to get. It's not even an option, because when it comes to that kind of guy, he's gonna like a girl who plays hard to get, because it's a challenge to him, because he is so used to having girls that when once in a while there's a girl who is not that easy, well, he's actually gonna enjoy it and he's gonna take you a little more seriously. Now, this doesn't mean that he's gonna automatically want to marry you and he's gonna be serious. Absolutely not, especially if it's the kind of guy who is more of a womanizer. You know, sometimes he's just gonna be playing the field and he's not gonna be that serious about relationships at that moment of his life. So of course you don't have to say like, okay, I'm gonna play hard to get and for sure he's gonna want to be with me forever and for always. That doesn't mean that it's gonna happen like that. It just means that if you play hard to get, well, of course you will not be like all the other girls that he's had, you know, all the easy girls, if you know what I mean. So that is really my answer to your question on whether you should or should not play hard to get. It really depends on the kind of man that you're interested in. That is it. As for me, personally, I am a big advocate of playing hard to get. I believe that every woman should play hard to get at all times, and I always say that I am the one who invented playing Hard to Get. I'm the one who invented that game. I take the credit for that. But anyway, so that is it for today. I am Alexandra Villarroel Abrego. If you like the video, don't forget to share it, don't forget to like it, and don't forget to subscribe for new videos every Wednesday. I will see you in exactly 1 week for another episode, and until then, have a nice week. Bye bye.